So there is a road that goes directly down to Carthage, which is probably one of the oldest settlements, the Roman settlements here in Tunisia. And yeah, it's just a straight road. It's called Rue de Maroc, and I think it's around about a 20-minute walk down from Sidi Bou Said. And yeah, really interesting site to go check out some of the history. And yeah, I believe there was a large settlement here. It was quite a big city around about 1800 years ago. So this is the entry for the Roman theatre in Carthage. A lot of these sites, they're scattered around, it's not all together, which shows the huge vast size of what it must have been like. These ticket offices seem to be non-functional, non-operational. There's no queues or anything like that, and it doesn't look like anyone's buying any tickets. So it's best to assume that the entry is free, but we'll soon find out. There's another checkpoint just up ahead. We'll see if there is an entry fee or whether it's just free to enter. There are some guys up ahead who have gone in, but let's have a look. Okay, they do look like they're paying.
خاطر التذكرة صالحة المواقع الكل هي معناها كي تاخذوا تذكرة من غادي تدخلوا بها هنا جست نشوف التيكي هكا.
So the tickets are 12 dinar, and I believe on a single ticket you can visit all the sites. So you can see the amphitheatre from over here, and it looks like there was a stage set up. I don't know if they do any performing arts or anything like that. So of course this has been modernized with pathways and stuff like that. But look, you can see these columns and stuff, which I'm assuming are from the original times. And they have put these staircases so you can reach the upper levels a lot easier. So here we go. It is a nice view. And this must be part of the original rock. And it looks like some of these exits have been closed off, cemented off, as is that one. They probably would have been windows, giving some sort of light down to the lower levels. And there you see part of the old stage. And the walls for probably the entertainers to be behind. So we'll go over here. There is a bit of a calm place. Surprised that I am the only one here and it's not busy and it's like middle of the day. So on the ticket you can see the price includes the amphitheatre, the Roman villas, Roman theatre, which is this, the museum, the two museums, and a few other things as well. So let's walk up to the top and see what the view is like from there. Some of these parts they've left using the old rock, which you can still touch here. You're touching a piece of history. It is pretty steep, so I'll use the steps here that have been created for that purpose. So this is the view from the top, and I must say it's breathtaking. I can hear the call of prayer for the Asr prayer now in the background. and we've got the view of the Mediterranean Sea there as well. It's such a great experience. Here we can see some of the older rock, and what we'll do is take a look at the upper tunnel. So this has been closed off partially, but you can pretty much get through, but you can see what the tunnels would have been like for the entrances or exits. They've got these safety barriers here as well to prevent any falls. But here you can see some of the ruins here, and you can touch them as well. And then here, this is probably part of the old ruins as well. Some of this rock, because it does look old. I was a bit fascinated to see what this middle section was, and this just looks like it's where, when they have some sort of events here, they have it as maybe for lighting and sound and stuff, which is projected down there. Of course you can see like the structure of where they set up like a cage for any sort of backdrop or lighting for any events that take place up there. And the lower area as well, you can see some sort of metal structure where a stage would be placed as well. Just going over here, you can see another tunnel. It's also been closed off, so it would be interesting to see what is below all this, because I'm assuming there is like room behind all this, whether it's been like filled in or not, I do not know. This is marble here. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but this is actually marble, and I'm assuming that this marble is probably really old and was what was used in the original seating, because that would be a lot more comfortable than sitting on like the bare rock like this, or maybe it was just marble covered. This would have been the stage area, which is kind of covered now with this metal structure. I don't think that's done for preservation. I think that's done more for the fact that they probably use it for shows and stuff. And you can see some Roman ruins just there, like some columns and stuff. Opposite the Roman theatre, you can see there's some sort of structure there, which is possibly a house or something. And it's just on the side of the street, as you can see. Look, there's just like a main road there, and I don't know what it is. There's no security watching it or anything like that, and I can't lie, it's quite beautiful as well. It's got some pillars and stuff, and it is quite well preserved. But yeah, so the next destination now is to go to the Roman villas, which is just down this road, and it's on the left. A lot of the places are signposted in French and in Arabic, so they are quite easy to find when you're nearby. So to reach the Roman villas, you go up these residential street where there are a few houses and stuff like that. So you reach this gate here, and this is where you show your tickets and stuff, which we already have purchased, and this is the entry point. So I'm not sure what these are, but it doesn't look like maybe like the full excavation has been completed around here. As you can see, there's part of a wall just here. There's the odd bricks as well. So this is like obviously very old. There's a lot of columns and stuff. quite randomly scattered all over the place. Assuming that they've been put strategically in certain spots and places to make it look good. Wow, look at this. So, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but the railway just goes across there. So they do have the rail track that runs directly across this. So, wow, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this at all. So, it's actually quite a big site. It's probably a mile long, and you can go into some of the chambers and stuff like that, where you've got rooms all mapped and marked out. And here you've got some sort of signs as well. Unfortunately, it is in French only. And here shows you the plan of how the villa was laid out. I'm assuming there's some sort of restoration going on in the back there, because there are some mosaics and stuff on the floor, and I'm not sure if they are original mosaics or not. And here you can see they've put umbrellas here. I'm assuming that's to protect some of the mosaic work or some of the flooring, potentially, like from the weather and the rain, because that might be old marble down there. So perfectly mapped out rooms which were in squares. And some of these walls are quite high, like the ones up there. And I do see some sort of statue or figure up there, which is headless at the moment. Interestingly enough, here's a statue here, and they have closed this off so you can't go inside, but it seems like some sort of courtyard. As you can see, there are a few headless statues, which you can see a few scattered around. And you can literally go up and touch them. And there you can see the mosque in the distance. Beautiful aerial view of that as well. So we are pretty high up now. So we're gonna get some aerial views from up here. Some panoramic views. I'm assuming this steel is here to give some reinforcement to some of these structures that are here. So this idea is modernized, of course. So yeah, beautiful views from up here. And what surprises me is that it's not very windy up here. We are in January, where you'd assume it's winter, and it's very warm, and there's no breeze whatsoever, which makes it very pleasant. So there's some tunnels here, surprisingly, that they haven't been closed off with If anything, for health and safety reasons, that should be closed off. So should this one. It looks like there's rooms under here, and which also shows under all this there could be a whole lot more to be discovered, and the excavations haven't certainly not finished. And of course you need funding and stuff like that to complete this kind of work, and maybe they just do not have that available. So I do know that I am trying to rush through a lot of this. There's some rooms down here as well. They have placed some sort of fencing up here to avoid any falls and stuff. But that goes fairly deep. I know it will not show up on the camera, but that does go fairly deep. There's a really big mosque in the background. And you see a few of these metal fences scattered around, which shows some of these really deep tunnels, which is really interesting because I'm on top of a whole hill, which you'd assume is just a hill with earth beneath me, but there's actually like rooms and stuff, so there would have been potentially living quarters and stuff. There's quite a few of these openings. So under all this, there's still a lot to be discovered. And I don't know if you can see up there, there's Sidi Bou Said, where we visited earlier. Great views from up here. So just to go over to the other side. You can see it's all the same as well. It's a lot of walls and stuff, and maybe a lot of rooms that are still covered. Wow, here we have like some of the original mosaic, and you can literally touch it. And this would have been amazing. This would have been amazing in its entirety. And I believe we have another one over here. This would have been some sort of room with a beautiful mosaic floor as well. This one's not as well preserved as the other one. There probably are a few scattered around. Like I said, the full excavations have not been complete over here, but you can only imagine what it would have been like. Let's have a look at some of these mosaics over here. So there are pieces of artifacts and mosaics which are resting up against this wall. So maybe they're going to get relaid. So these have all been preserved. So there's quite a number of mosaics here. And these ones, as you can see, they are pictures of animals and stuff. So there's a bird there, there's a deer, another deer and another bird. Here they are, of animals as well. That one looks impressive. That one looks like a tiger of some sort. And there are various colours that are used here. Potentially blues, reds, and whites. There are quite a lot of them, and quite a few stacked up inside as well. Here we can see there are more. And these are all treasures, definitely treasures, we should try to restore. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Carthage in Tunis, and I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. And if you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, as it really helps the channel. Leave any comments that you have below, and any recommendations, any of your thoughts, and share the video if you think it will be beneficial to anyone else. And hope to see you on the next one. For now, peace and bye.